Skylar Strain, and welcome back to some more Doki Doki Blue Skies. In the last episode, we had quite a lot going on. And that's the one I'm currently doing. Oops, I almost did delete the wrong file. Or, I almost did delete a bad file. But in the last episode, we had quite a lot go on. Obviously, we found out that our mother is coming home to visit us. So that's going to be a major thing. That's probably going to come up in this episode. But, on that same token, we also got to do a lot more with Sayori. Alright, so you can't rename files right off the gate. Alright, so I was just renaming episode files because I try to do that normally in between, but I forgot to do it when I started recording, so I apologize. But we're going to hop back in, and we're going to see how far we can go now. I hope we can finish the game out today. I'm hoping. Sakura finishes explaining the morning's task and settles down to marks and papers if I'm absent-mindedly fiddling with my pen. But with my textbook, I flip to the relevant page. Suddenly I'm aware of a poking sensation on my shoulder. Morning, Emmy. Surprised you weren't late today. Hey, it's not my fault track pass ran for so long today. I mean, isn't it? Did you decide how many laps you to run? Semantics, Ryan. I chuckled to myself. If you say so. Anyway, you wouldn't have to have any good Valentine's ideas, would you? Mom brought it up yesterday. I didn't realize how quickly Valentine's came around this year. My friend only got out of the hospital a few days ago, so we're just taking things slow. I think he mentioned wanting to take me to a tea house, though. Hospital? Is he alright? Yeah, just heart stuff. Anyway, what have you and Sayori got planned? That's what I was asking you for. Neither of us have really mentioned doing anything for it. I've never done anything for Valentine's Day before, so I'm totally out of my depth here. Emmy giggles. There's a playful, mocking air to her laughter. She's your girlfriend, Ryan. Shouldn't you know her the best? Yeah, but relationships, man, they're confusing. Just ask her. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to be direct. Unless she's expecting a surprise from you, that is. Then, well, you're on your own there. Some help you are. What happened to female intuition? Well, you can't give you all the answers, Ryan. Sometimes you've got to work things out here for yourself. Yeah, because me trying to figure out what the best thing to say and do in a relationship is going so well. Life's unfair. Alright, after class ends, I make my way to the club room. As I open the door, I realize it's just Suki inside. But when was the last time I even spoke to her alone? Hey. Afternoon. Listen, I need your help with something. She looks at me suspiciously. With what? Well, you're a girl, and thanks for noticing. And, well, where would a girl want to be taken for Valentine's Day? And how long have you done Sayori for? Why does it sound so familiar? Is it really a crime for me to ask someone for Valentine's assistance? A while, but in my defense, I've only been with her for, what, 2 months? I was thinking of, like, some kind of restaurant, but I don't know which ones are good or not. The door opens and Monica and Yuri walk in. What are you two talking about? I glanced desperately into Suki, hoping she doesn't expose me in front of everyone. Ryan was asking where he should take his girlfriend for Valentine's Day. I groan. Geez, when you put it like that, I just need the pointers, that's all. The door opens the second time, and Yuri wanders in. We're down to me. Valentine's is pointless. All that sappy stuff, yuck. People hugging and kissing in public, giving each other sappy cards, no thanks. It's quite a romantic day, though. People telling their partners how much they mean to them, all the little gifts, thoughtfulness. Yeah, it's great if you like that, but keep it away from me. Something else I don't get is Valentine's supposed to be a day where you show your love for your partner, blah, blah, blah. But you aren't meant to do that. Aren't you meant to do that every day? Thought so. So it's safe to say that Cupid didn't shoot you with any arrows this year then, huh? She glares at me as Sayori giggles. We all know you're a softie at heart, Natsuki. I am not. There's nothing wrong with admitting it. Just wait until you get a boyfriend. I was digging into her food, Monica taps me on the shoulder. I think I might have a solution to your crisis. Oh? There's a really nice restaurant in town that I went to last year with the debate club. It's called the Amber Beehive, and their food was really good. Still on the formal side, though, so you probably have to wear something smart. See if Sarah has a dress or something. Seems kind of sophisticated. Aha! Would they take a bunch of teenagers? Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? With formal dress code and all, wouldn't we feel really out of place? Sorry, I'm just... Well, as you can see, I'm new to dating and all that. It's okay. Don't overthink it, though. Just see it as a fancy date, that's all. I'm sure Sarah would like it as well. I think the music will really suit the atmosphere. Pretty jazzy. Thanks, then. I'll look into it tonight. This... every time I see this pose, I get slightly PTSD from the original game. That's okay. Sarah will be impressed, and don't worry. I won't tell her you got the idea from me. You're a lifesaver, Monica. Don't mention it. Oh, I forgot to say. Sorry for snapping you at lunchtime yesterday. Parents. That's okay. I imagine you had a lot on your plate. Besides, you rescued my Valentine's. You've redeemed yourself. That's good to hear. Oh, by the way, you can never go wrong with the fried squid. Duly noted. You'll be able to salvage the Valentine's after all. So, what are our Valentine's plans? Siri? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was spacing out. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not really giving it much thought. Oh, phew, I'm glad it isn't just me. I was thinking you'd expect me to have something planned. Well, with this being my first relationship, well, I'm hardly experienced in that department. She giggles sheepishly at my sheepishness. Don't worry about it, Ryan. We just play it by ear tomorrow. Ringing it, eh? That sounds more like me. So that means this is the 13th. Which means... you should probably come to the sleep block on the 13th of February. I don't know what time yet, but it's going to be on the 13th of February. And most importantly, it's the day after my birthday. I'm going to be 21. I can talk about that now, because I forgot to talk about it in the episodes after the announcement. But I can talk about it now because it's closer. Yes! Ring it, eh? Yeah, that sounds more like me. Anyway, I've been really lagging behind with homework. I've got a lot to do, so if you don't mind... So, do you mind if we don't spend this evening together? Well, this is convenient. Now I can look up bookings for the restaurant without giving away the surprise. Oh, sure. I was about to say the same thing, actually. I'll see you tomorrow, then? Okay. See you later, Ryan. She gives you a quick kiss on the head and give me a quick kiss and heads off inside. The sound of a quick notice the living room lights are on. There's also some sound coming from the kitchen. That's weird. There's no reason for anything to be making noise in the kitchen. Now I turn off the lights off in the living room before I go to school. In an attempt to stop sudden bout of panic, I force myself to realize the situation. Gave me a burglar because there wouldn't be this much noise. That must mean... Hello? Anyone here? A familiar voice greets me back. Ryan, is that you? Oh! Wow, this is the first time we're seeing her actual full sprite this time. Again, amazing sprites. I fucking love it. Huge grin forms my face. I spot my mom emerging from the kitchen, a warm smile on her face. I rush forward and embrace her. It feels so good to have her back. I didn't know you were coming today. I wanted to keep it a surprise, dear. We let go and she looks me over. I'm so sorry you've been alone for so long. I've tried so hard to come back earlier, but this was having none of it. That's okay. I'm just glad you're here now. I sniff the air. Something smells delicious. Are you making something? Yes, teriyaki. One of your favorites. You're the best. Seriously. Always good to be reminded. It's always almost ready. I'll give you a hand. She ruffles my hair. It's okay, sweetheart. My treat for you. There isn't much left to do anyway. Are you sure? Positive. It's only as if I'm wolfing down my food to realize how hungry I am. Mom's cooking's always been incredible, too. Enjoying yourself, I see. Can you blame me? I haven't met anyone who can cook better than you can. She laughs heartedly. So I have that long way to catch up. Tell me how everything has been since you joined that club. I'm finishing and push my plate away. Sighing contentedly, I pat my stomach. I just know it all started when I saw Sarah on the sidewalk. Once I start, it's almost impossible to stop. There's so much to say and so much to describe. Now we aren't limited by short phone calls. I can finally go into detail what life's been like since September. I'm describing the first 2 days I recall how the festival went. Shakes her head as I recall how those inconsiderate pricks acted. Unbelievable. Some people just have absolutely no respect. No kidding. The worst part that it caused Natsuki and Monica to have a really bad argument. We could go over that, not wanting to dwell on too much on the fight. It's just something I'd rather forget. So Mom smiles as I suddenly recall my feelings started to blossom. Oh, and then there was Halloween. We all dressed up, broke her to school, wrote some spooky poems, and summoned it. Oh, God. You did what now? Dressed up? Not that. Wrote some spooky poems. You know what I'm referring to? Oh, bringing the school thing. She doesn't look very impressed. Well, Mom, it was just a bit of harmless fun. Didn't you say you called the spirit over? Oh, maybe not entirely harmless then, but for what it's worth, we all had fun. It was a really nice bonding experience. She sighs under her breath. Teenagers these days get their germs from the weirdest things. So, okay, so maybe playing around with the Ouija board wasn't the wisest idea. But hey, it'll be a good story for my kids, right? If you say so. Anyway, so then when November rolled around, the evening rolls around, we've both had a lot to talk about and the time has really flown. She yawns. It seems like I had to pass 2 months. Girls, Secret Santa, Shinodo Ghost, what a mix. And I'm still quite tired for my flight, so I'm going to have to have an early night. I'll be around for a while, so we can always carry on tomorrow. Yeah, that's the thing. I've got a lot of homework to be getting on with anyway, so that's fine. Good boy. I love you. Love you too, Mom. See you tomorrow. I grab a drink from the kitchen, I walk over to my bag and pull out the relevant textbooks. Get this over with. I go to bed to begin my phone buzz. Evening, right? Do you have any plans this evening? Yeah, sorry, Yuri. I have a lot of homework to be getting on with. Oh, what do you have to do? Perhaps I can help you out. Pause my fingers hovering over the screen. Yuri never said that I could start hang out with Yuri, and I don't think that she's the controlling type. But even I know I'm not doing anything inherently wrong spending time with Yuri. I can't help but feel like when Yuri's jealous worse if I did. But then again, I did say I'd help Yuri out with her loneliness. Well, this was before I knew the impact of having Yuri. Gah! That's okay, there's a lot to do, but I can handle it. Thanks, though. There's a pause in her reply. That's okay. Hope you have a pleasant evening. She helped feel guilty to put my phone away. I hope she doesn't think I'm ignoring her. Growing her personality is definitely possible. Why can't this just be simple and not so complicated? You'd think that for my first relationship, let me be nice and not throw me into the deep end. I mowed over as I finished the rest of my homework. I come into bed feeling exhausted. Today wasn't a taxing day, at least, physically. From another perspective, it's a whole other story. I still wish that I could do much more with Yuri, and the uncertainty on how to deal with Yuri isn't helping. Still, it's nice to know that I'm not alone in the house. It'll probably be worth talking to Mom about the whole situation with Yuri tomorrow. Well, I talked to Mom a little more. She's been in the exact same position before. Oh well, better late than never, right? Dun, 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 dun. Waking up the next morning to the sound of activity coming from downstairs. I almost forgot that Mom was an early riser. Something that I definitely didn't inherit from her. I yawn and stretch, checking the time. Huh, 10 a.m. Looks like it isn't so early after all. Morning, Mom. You're up early. Haha, very funny. I've been up before noon loads of times, actually. This could really have changed while I've been gone, eh? Open my eyes at her little jab and notice the abundance of food on the kitchen table. So it's Valentine's Day. What have you got planned with Sayori? You can see I offered the jam toast. I don't know. Monica mentions this fancy restaurant in town, so I thought I'd take Sayori there. Which one? Amber Beehive, I think it's called? Amber Beehive. So it's jazzy, leans on the formal side too. Ah, yes. I know it now. Monica's got good taste. Sayori will love it. Good. We could do it a nice day after everything that's happened so far. Oh, everything okay? We can talk about when I get back, if that's okay. Kinda want to focus on the positives today. Of course, today will be a great day, don't you worry. He smiles encouragingly at me. I hope so. Anyway, what are you going to do today? Well, since there's a long time since I've been home that I feel almost forgotten what free time feels like. This country and its work ethic. Anyway, I figured I could start with some housekeeping. You've let this place get a little dusty and messy, young man. Sorry, it's never been my strong suit. There's also some business things I have to sort out, but thankfully I can do those on my laptop. Even when you're at home, you really can't catch a break, can you? She smiles ruefully. Adult life. Now, haven't you got a certain someone to see? I'm on it. I had freshening up and shooting Sayori a text, my way over to her house. Hey, Sayori. She's sitting in the bed. There's pen and paper in her hands. It looks like she's writing a poem. Hey, Ryan. What do you want to do today, then, huh? About that. This must be really disappointing to hear, so I'm sorry. What is it? I'm not really in the mood to hang out today. There's some things I need to think about, and I don't want to be distracted. It's something personal. I try my best to fight off the sinking feeling of disappointment. No, that's cool. Don't worry about it, okay? Just give me a shout if you want to talk, alright? You know where I am. I know it's Valentine's Day, so it seems really selfish of me, but it's fine. Really, not selfish at all. Much of that where you did what you wanted to do instead of you feeling like you had to come out or anything. Always hang out another day. Thank you. You've always been really understanding. It's the least I can do anyway. I'll leave you to it. That changes things a bit. I'm a little downhearted. I know Sayori loves romance. Today would have been the perfect day to show her how much she means to me. Granted, the decision has been made. At least I can talk it over with Mom. Mom's sitting at the kitchen table, beaving away on her laptop. She looks surprised. You're back early. So I entered the chair opposite her. Yeah, Sayori doesn't feel like hanging out today. So there's some stuff she needs to think about, so I left her to it. I bury my face in my hands. When Mom speaks, her tone is gentle. It's not easy, is it? It really isn't. I know you warned me about it, and I thought I was prepared, but I didn't really know what to do. I like to think that I'm making a positive risk, but I don't know anymore. What makes you doubt that? She kind of snapped at me once when I told her about how she felt. When I told her I knew how she felt. Said that I couldn't possibly know what depression feels like and that my words are just empty. She also says that it's helpful having me around and that just being able to listen does make a difference. So I really don't know. For what it's worth, you're doing your best and that's all we can ask for. Take today, for example. You want to spend the day with her, right? Take her to a nice restaurant. You were looking forward to it. But even though she wasn't up for it, you didn't get angry at her or hold it against her. You understanding and let her do what she wanted to do. And precisely the kind of patience and understanding I was talking about back in November. She said it herself. She values having you around, and whether you realize it or not, you have made life that much better for her. I've made it worse in some ways. How so? Oh, I forgot to tell you. You know Yuri, right? We went Christmas shopping with each other in December. I saw her in the park once. So Yuri and I had a falling out. We've grown a little closer, and Yuri's confided that she's really lonely. I spent more time with her, and I totally didn't factor in how Sayori would feel about it. Jealousy, I assume? Yeah, I'm an idiot. How did I not realize this would happen? I was so inconsiderate. Not considerate at all, sweetie. Your heart's always in the right place. You just wanted to help a friend in need, and there's nothing wrong with that. I know I'm in this really weird situation. I want to spend time with Yuri because I hate the thought of her being lonely, but I don't want to make Sayori feel any worse. Sayori didn't tell me that I couldn't hang out with Yuri or anything. She's not like that at all. I sigh. Can't tell Yuri about why I can hang out with her because I didn't want her to find out about Sayori's depression. Girls. Mom laughs softly. She puts a reassuring hand on my shoulder. Well, let's try to look at this from another angle. She's agreed to try therapy, right? How's that going? When I was there, it was going well, I guess. Her therapist is really nice. Everyone sets in for this questioning, and she's working well with him. She's antidepressants now, and she started going therapy sessions alone. That's excellent news, sweetie. That's a really big step to make, so the fact that she's made it is really promising. Remember, experience that independence is really important. You can always be there for your partner at the end of the day, and they're the one who has to learn to deal with their depression. When I was dating Shinji, we found out his depression was easy to manage after he attended a few sessions by himself. So there's just really good therapists, so have faith. It's a long, slow process, but it sounds like she's made good progress already. Sheesh, you sound like a psychologist yourself. Well, I did take some psychology modules while I was at university, you know. My experience with depression really opened my eyes to mental health. Funny you should mention that, because I was considering going to psychology at university. Sakura was asking me about my future plans. Well, it's what you're interested in. Your grades are good enough. I'd encourage you to. Especially in a country like this, which has some pretty unhelpful attitudes when it comes to mental health. And it seems like a good choice, right? I've still got time, but it could be helpful to start thinking about my post-school plans now. She nods approvingly. Yes, that's definitely a smart thing to do. What about the other girls? After I fill her in, she fits back, looking thoughtful. I really see where I got my reflective side from. You all have to study and really hard next year. The exam you take at the end of high school is so important in determining which university you get into. So I've heard. Sakura mentioned it too. But you're a bright boy, so I know you can do it. Of course, me raising you could hardly go wrong, could you? We share a chuckle. Mom has always been really good at making me feel safe and secure. Thanks for everything. I don't know where I'd be without you. Nothing to thank me for. I'm your mother. It's my job. Seriously, having me around again has made such a difference. I just wish you could be around more often. Me too. I always felt guilty being so far away from home, especially when you're starting to deal with Sayori. It's not your fault. It wasn't exactly going to be easy after the divorce, was it? You're doing your best. Isn't it exactly what I said to you just now? I see you inherited my positivity. Sayori called me a mama's boy, funnily enough. Well, she isn't wrong now, is she? I grin. Nope. Anyway, I was thinking we could go for a walk into town. There's a really nice cafe that one of my friends one of my work friends recommended. Because Kitsune has the fresh air review, you get two. Can we swing by the restaurant Monica recommended? I just want to see what it's like, you know, just in case I want to take Sierra there another day. Of course we can. White Day is only a month away, so perhaps you'll spend the day there. White Day. Pause. The fuck is White Day? White Day. White Day in Japan. It's just okay. So it's just in Japan apparently it's common for females to give chocolates to men and no exchange of gifts, but then there's White Day, which is the inverse, where it's men give stuff to the women, or women give stuff to the men and men give stuff to the women, and vice versa. You typically get a lot of chocolates, so it's one of my favorite days. So there you were, berating me for gorging on chocolate when it's you that I got my sweet tooth from. Hope you've been eating healthy while I've been away, young man. Have you ever heard that phrase, what you don't know won't hurt you? I'll take that as a no, then. Ignorance is bliss. You should consider yourself lucky that Sayori doesn't expect you to cook her food. Funny you mentioned that, actually. Natsuki is really into food, so if I dated her instead, man, she'd grill me. No pun intended. She laughs softly, shaking her head. Hopefully the audio in the background can't get picked up. I hope it doesn't. So waking up and completing my morning routine, I perch onto the couch, idly flicking through the programs of the television. Mixer has a therapy session today, though I'm unsure of the time. Probably best to find out what's going on. Hey, sorry, what's up? You got a session with Dr. Satoshi today, right? Hey, yeah, I do. It's in an hour. Alright, want me to come with you? Actually, well, I was thinking that I should probably try and going to one by myself. Oh, really? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty nervous. But when you came with me before, I gave me the confidence to try and tackle these sessions by myself. That's what made it easier for me to think a bit clearer, too. I don't want to always rely on you when it comes to these sessions, so yeah, I'll see how this one goes. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. So let me know if you change your mind, okay? I'm not doing anything so it wouldn't be a problem if I had to come to the clinic. Thanks, I'll remember that. You know how it goes. See ya. Alrighty. Mom's sitting nearby typing away on her laptop. It's kind of weird. What is? Spending the day with Sierra. It's the first weekend since we started dating we haven't spent with each other. Hang on, why exactly aren't you guys spending today with each other? I thought you two would be glued together. Oh, she has therapy sessions today. Remember how I told you yesterday she was considering going to the sessions alone? She just texted me that she's going to do just that. It's excellent news. It sounds like she's doing really well. Mm-hmm. The fact she's going alone is good for your relationship, too. Tell her to do things away from your partner. Is it? God, that really shows how much I know. Yeah, but it's important to remember that even though you're together, you still have your own lives to live. And it probably feels like you want to spend every moment with her, but it's good to have little breaks. Yeah, but I'm bored. I don't know what to do. It's always a free time. Don't you have any homework to be getting on with? Nah, I did it on Friday. Wait, you're doing homework on a Friday evening? That really didn't sound like you at all. Remember how you'd always leave it for Sunday evening? Am I really talking to my son? And there I was thinking you'd commend me for doing it so early. What a cruel world I live in. What about your video games? Did I recall correctly, they're the reason why you leave your homework for the last minute? It's a good idea, actually. Problem is, I don't know what to play. Mom rolls her eyes. Well, you have a whole library? Depends if you count DLC. DLC? Basically short for downloadable content, which, am I really going to try and explain the nuance of video games to my mom? Never mind. Yeah, I'll go see what I find. I had a lot of... I literally just skipped through that. I'm used to playing this on my own time, which I do. Which I do on my own time. I play it quite a bit. I was spending a good 5 minutes trying to decide which game to play. I eventually settled for Banjo-Kazooie. I had a lot of fun watching Sierra play, so I figured it'd be a good choice. Man, Sierra got pretty far. I forgot how much she enjoys the game. Maybe I could lend it to her, given I don't really play it by myself. Plenty of other titles on the computer to choose from, so it's like I strive for choice. Or you'd be worth bringing up next time I see her. And sometime Mom comes downstairs calling my name. You've got a text. From Sayori? No, from Yuri. You left your phone in the bathroom. Oh, so that's where it was. Oops. I'll take the phone. Are you up to much today? Not really. Just having a chill day, to be honest. I imagine them to be quite relaxing. I was curious. This pause. I can tell she's working up the courage to ask me to do something with her. I found another good book that you think I might enjoy, and I was wondering if you'd like to read it with me. I have a spare copy. I don't know how to reply. I just told her that I was free, so I can't fall back on the classic homework excuse. I can't. Sorry. Why? Oh, I forgot to tell you. Mom came home on Friday and she wants to spend time with me. I'm absolutely awful as I typed that out. Yuri must suspect that something's amiss. I'm encouraging you to open up to me and spend time with me to something rejecting her advances. My only hope is that she doesn't think it's because I don't like her or anything like that. Okay, well, I'm sorry to bother you then. I hope you have a nice catch-up. Thanks, Yuri. Sorry again. You just really seemed to catch me at a bad time. He doesn't reply. I set my phone back in my pocket and run my face through my hands. Everything okay? That's a good question. So I end up putting on my coat. I'm gonna go for a walk. Need to clear my head. Mom looks surprised, but doesn't press it. Wrap up warm. I'm settling down the vest I can't find. Oh no. I catch my eyes to the pond. The just cyan hue the pond possesses is a pleasant to look at, but although it's soothing for the eyes, it does little for my racing mind. We've been talking to Sierra about how to deal with Yuri. Conversation with Sierra is the last thing I want, though, especially as it looks she's making progress with therapy. Then again, I don't know exactly what to lose friend as Yuri's friend, do I? It'd be really awkward and unfortunate if the resentment was bred between the two girls. The reason carrying on as I hear a voice call my name. Ryan? My head jerks up and immediately recognize the owner of that voice. This is who I hope it isn't. The following conversation is going to be very awkward. My fears are confirmed as a familiar set of flowing purple locks make their way into my view. Hey Yuri. He looks around. Are you by yourself? Yeah, why? Hold on. Yeah, why? Good to know that spacebar automatically unpauses and pauses the recording. Good to know. Yeah, why? As soon as I speak, I realize the error that I just made. A hint of sadness and doubt flies in Yuri's face. I thought you were with your mother. Well, I'm screwed. Ryan, why are you avoiding me? I wanted to spend time with you, that's all you had to say. It wouldn't surprise me at all. No, Yuri, please, it's not like that. I do like you, I do enjoy our time together, it's just... Or an aggravated hand through my hair. It's so frustrating not to be able to tell the truth, especially when she sees it so differently. Just what? You could tell me if you'd rather I left you alone. I'm trying to figure out what to say. Yuri presses forward. Is it me? No, it's... You told me that I could come to you if were feeling lonely. You're just saying what I wanted to hear? No, I meant all of it. I do. I still do. It's just... It's complicated, Yuri, and... I can't really tell you. It sounded absolutely pathetic. You doesn't look impressed nor convinced. I'm sorry for bothering you. I truly am. I try my best that I leave you to it then. So she floats through my body, she turns around to leave. What the hell am I even meant to do anymore? Hey Ryan, can we talk? Don't worry, you haven't done anything wrong. Are you sure about that, Sayori? This is therapy session, I needed some time to think about it. I wanted to give you thoughts as well, if that's okay. Sure thing. Can we meet at yours? Sounds good, just give me 15 minutes to get home. Okay, see you then. Man, she has some positive news. I'm not sure I could stand any more strife today. I'm sitting on the table for Mom. She's gone out to get some groceries. Well, at least it's for Sarah and I for privacy. You're gonna get the ride. Let's Sarah and we both take a seat. Hey Sarah, how'd your session go today? It's pretty helpful. Sessions on the whole have been much more helpful than I thought they could be. Oh? Yeah, Risky Dark Satoshi's been helping put things into perspective. So I realized that maybe things aren't as bad as they seem. He helped me see the progress I've made so far. Like coming to therapy? That's part of it. Coming to sessions in the first place is a really big step, something I wouldn't have been able to do last year. The past few sessions have been challenging the depressive thinking that I had. Helped me see the reality of things. That's okay to ask for help. And thanks to antidepressants, I'm able to see things a little more clearly. Luckily easy, sometimes I get frustrated how slow the progress is. You're reminded that we are making progress, slowly but steady, he said. And he praised you for having the courage to come to the sessions alone. I'm really proud of you for that. You're doing really well. She smiles tentatively. Something I'm slowly coming to terms with. Obviously, we're not rainbows and butterflies just yet, but I'm not having nightmares as often. My mood these days is much better than it was before we started hanging out about again. Than it was before we started hanging out again. Powerful feeling of relief coursing through my body feels rewarding beyond belief. Just this thing, everything was so bleak and we weren't getting anywhere. Anyway, he suggests that I tell the others about my depression. So that's the thing you want my input on? Yeah. But I don't know if I should tell them. Why not? I'm kind of worried that it might change how the club feels. I don't want any special treatment or anything. So telling how they might react. On the end, having to act cheery all the time around them is exhausting. It's something won't have anything to hide anymore. And it'll make life a lot easier. Being able to come to school and not have to worry about accidentally letting the mask slip. Yeah, I can see that. There's a lot about thoughts to think about and consider. For what it's worth, though, I don't think it'll change the atmosphere of the club, to be honest. They're our friends, Sayori. Yeah, that might be a bit unsure on how to react, but I had to react when you told me, but we're still friends, right? That's true. I didn't think of that. It'd be a good idea, but I'm not going to make you talk you into anything. It's entirely your decision to make, and I'll respect whatever you pick. Okay. Thanks, Ryan. I'll leave about it today and see how I feel tomorrow. Sounds good. She notices the games console lying on the floor, the controller by the sofa. Hang on, were you playing without me? Guilty as charged. Sorry, I was bored. She stores the television, powers up the console. I hope you haven't gotten too far. That was my save file, meanie. Play it and find out. Door opens and Mom trails in, carrying a bunch of bags. My goodness, Sayori. It's been so long. We spoke on the phone, but actually seeing you in person is a whole other story. It's really nice to see you, too. They share a hug. Some people might find that weird, but to me, it's perfectly normal. I always loved having Sayori over when we were kids. She was almost like a daughter to her. Alright, tell me about the club you invited him to. He says your poems are amazing, so you have to show me sometime. Well, they're not that good. But they're wonderful, Sayori. Anyway, I'll be fixing lunch for us, so please give me a shout if you need anything. Oh, it's okay. You don't need to make me food. Don't be silly, dear. It's my treat. Don't you worry. You objecting to free food? What have you done to the Sayori I know? Sayori opens her mouth to protest, but upon realizing that she can't win this war on two fronts, she closes it and pouts. Very funny. My god, these skips are getting a little annoying, but at the same time, it's like, I guess it's just dead space that they're just trying to fill. Completing my morning routine, I find myself waiting by Sayori's house. Whereas I enjoy having Mom back, the only downside of having her around is that Sayori and I weren't able to spend the night together. Flip side, Mom maybe sending them food to eat, so at least I've got something to look forward to at lunchtime. Sayori closes her front door and walks up to me with a smile on her face. Morning, Sayori. Good morning. You'll see a quick peck on the lips. But thinking about everything we talked about last night. And she faced me with a look of determined resolution on her face. I'm gonna let the others know. Yeah? They're my friends, just like you are, right? Thinking about all the happy times they shared as a club, both before and after you joined. The club has always been a place where I felt safe. Hanging out during Halloween, having loads of fun. Sharing gifts at Christmas, seeing how thoughtful everyone was. Really hit me when I was thinking last night. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm with you all the way, Sayori. Let's do it. Lunch couldn't come by any slower. I idly staring at the clock, marveling at how slow the hands are moving. But I can't help but be a little nervous. The situation between Yuri and I remains awkward. I haven't told Sayori about what happened before she texted me. I just hope Yuri will understand when Sayori tells what's going on. She always struck me as the understanding type, so I just hope she won't hold anything against me. Finally, the bell rings. First one in the club, not surprising. Given Sakurai let us out a little bit early. Pull my containers of food from my bag and settle down. Sayori and Natsuki walk in, chatting amongst themselves. Hey, Sayori, I forgot to tell you. Mom made you some food too. Here. She took a container of pre-made food towards her, causing her eyes to widen. Aw, she didn't have to. You know what my mom is like. Any for me? Scratch on Natsuki's voice making us laugh. You're the chef, Natsuki. Do you really need it? She rolls her eyes and mutters something under her breath at my little quip. Meanwhile, Sayori wastes her time digging the It's insane. I like how they combined the, like, determined face and the pouting face to be, like, an eating face. It's adorable. So we wasted time to get into the food, and it's almost, with seconds, almost half has disappeared. Please tell her that it's really good. Swallow, then try again. Sorry. Please tell her this is really good. She's the best chef I know. The Suki brothers in her seat, causing Sarah to giggle. Second best, Nasuki. Second best. Better. Monica sits in the room and an apologetic look on her face. Sorry I'm late. Just having lunch, Monica. It's not a club session or anything, you know. Where's Yuri? I saw her on my way here. She's headed to the bathroom. She'll probably be here soon. Anyway, guys, I have something I want to tell you. You're pregnant. Suri goes bright red and I freeze. Monica quickly admonishes Suki, but I could have sworn I heard a laugh. Jesus, Suki, what do you think I am? Actually, don't answer that. Carry on, Sayori. I should probably wait till Yuri is here. Something tells me this is important. Yeah, you could say that. A few minutes pass on to Carolini. There's still no sign of Yuri. Kind of weird that Yuri's taking this long, don't you think? Yeah, it is. Should I go and see if she's okay? Not a bad idea. Sayori is in the room. Suki and Monica turn to me. So this big reveal. Can we get a hint? Sorry, my lips are sealed. I'm gonna be quite the joker, so this was really something serious, huh? Sorry, my place to stay, that's all. Alright then, keep your secrets. Oh, by the way, how's your Valentine's, Ryan? Did you take it to the beehive? Yeah, about that. It's a long story, but no, I didn't. My mom came home that weekend, though. I got to spend time with her again. Did you take her to the restaurant instead? Yeah, totally. I proposed to her as well. I rolled my eyes. Oh yeah, I remember you said a while ago that you live alone these days, right? Oh, back before I got with Sayori. We had a good catch-up session. Told her about what life's been in the past. Been like for the past half a year. Man, it's been almost 6 months already. Time flies. Anyway, to answer your question, I guess Valentine's is pretty good. Yeah, although not for the obvious reason. Mama's boy. Throw my hands up dramatically. Sayori said the exact same thing. I'm not his mama's boy, right, Monica? Monica spared from answering, and Sayori goes back into the room looking worried. I couldn't find her in the girls' toilets. That's odd. Have you sure missed a lunchtime with us before? Don't think so. Eternally, I'm beginning to worry. I hope I didn't make Yuri feel unwelcome at the club or anything. Anyway, what do you want to say, Sayori? This fence is killing me. You can't... And you can just tell Yuri when you see her. Okay. There's no really easy way to put this. She looks at me and I shoot a reassuring smile. I might come to stress you guys, but... She takes a deep breath. I've been struggling with depression for years. I can't. I know it's a serious moment, but the Monica surprise face is one of my favorite emotes on the Blue Skies Discord server, and it's just so funny to see it in game. Sorry, I'm ruining a tense moment, or a moment here. The effect is instantaneous, and the look of shock on their faces. Neither girl was expecting to hear that. What? You? You always look so, I don't know, cheerful? That's why I learned to deal with it, I guess. I always want others to be happy, so I made that my priority. Sayori, I had no idea. Yeah, neither did I. Jeez, this is just so out of the blue. Both girls nod. They're clearly trying hard to process what they've just been told. Is this how I looked when Sayori told me all those months ago? That's how I felt when I found out, too. Never saw it coming, eh? I always tried really hard to hide it. I've always struggled to accept other people's help. Having them worry about me used to be something I hated. I'm still not entirely comfortable with it, but thanks to Ryan's support and the therapy I've been to, it's helped me see that it's okay to talk to people about it. You guys are my friends, so I figured it was only fair that you knew. Silence falls upon the room. It's a tad awkward. Jeez, I still don't know what to say. Glad you're able to talk to us about it, but being honest with you, I really don't know much about mental health. Sayori laughed softly. It's fine, Natsuki. I know none of us are professionals. The only thing I want is that, well, I don't want the atmosphere of the club to change or anything. I just want things carrying on as usual, no special treatment or anything. I don't think the club will change at all, Sayori. Don't worry. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I guess that was just an irrational thought then. I'm happy that you feel comfortable here with us, Sayori. That's been difficult for you to admit, so kudos to you. Yeah, thanks, Monica. And you too, Natsuki. Oh, I see how it is. Laughter emanates throughout the room. Oh, you know I mean you too. She exhales slowly. Felt really good to let that out. Thanks for everything, guys. For understanding, for putting up with me, for putting up with Ryan. Hey! The lunch bell rings, cutting short our banter. That went pretty well if you don't account for Yuri. By the end of the school day, I arrived to wander over Sayori's classroom. She walks out of the classroom and greets me, and I also spot Yuri, her eyes glued to the floor. And that's Yuri and point to Yuri. Oh, there she is. Sayori, wait. She's already walked up to her. I hasten after her. Hey, Yuri. Yuri jumps, her hands immediately dart to her left arm. Oh, no. We couldn't find you at lunch. Is everything alright? Yes, thanks for asking. I had some errands to attend to. Sorry for missing it. Nothing to apologize for. Don't worry. Upon seeing me, the tension in the atmosphere multiplies by tenfold. Sayori looks inquisitively at us both. Ah, well, it must be going so well. Yuri, we need to talk. By we, I mean Sayori and I. There's something you need to know. Listen, now you want to talk, do you? When it suits you? Yuri, please, I'm really sorry about Sunday, but this is why I want to talk to you, so we can clear everything up. What are you guys talking about? Let's discuss it somewhere a little quieter, okay? Yuri still looks rather upset, although she gives a curt nod and allows me to lead the way. Thanks, Yuri, I appreciate it. She doesn't say anything, sensing the gravity of the situation, I carry on. Look, there's no easy way of saying this. We mentioned it to Suki and Monica at lunch, and they didn't really know how to respond. Then it's Sayori who gives me a nod. Sayori has depression, Yuri, and it's something she's been struggling with for a while. Unlike the other two girls, Yuri doesn't react strongly. Her face just softens slightly. I had a true suspicion that was the case, to be honest with you. What? Really? She then closed her eyes for a few seconds. Yes, however, for obvious reasons, I didn't want to say anything. I didn't think anyone would be able to guess. I suspected after I put all the little clues together. The fairy tale poem, the way you acted on the day you presented it, about your Halloween poem. My sister further roused and Ryan talked to me about the fight he had with you. I see people worry about their friends before, but he seemed especially concerned. When you started missing days off school, that's when the pieces started to fall into place. She looks away. Can I ask you a question, Ryan? One that you need an honest answer to? Of course you can. When you told me that I could come to you if I was lonely, did you actually mean it? I did, yes. And I... Wait, hang on, guys. This may am missing something here. Oh, sorry. Forgot what happened over the weekend. Sayori's face goes from surprise to ashamed as I speak. So it wasn't that I was trying to avoid you or anything, Yuri. I did enjoy spending time with you, like I said, and you're a good friend. It's just... Like that, Sayori... I know that no matter how gently I put this, Yuri's going to feel like she stopped me from hanging out with Yuri. It was really stupid, Yuri. It's not his fault, it's mine. She sighs. I was really jealous when I heard you guys spending time with each other. It was really wrong of me to feel that way. I was really selfish. The last thing that I wanted to do is get in the way of friendship between you two. I'm an awful friend. And I'm so sorry. Your tears checking her face, she's simple. I reach out to hug her, but Yuri beats me to it. It's a touching moment, especially with the gentle, concerned look on Yuri's face. For a couple of moments, they break apart. Sayori. Tone is tender, although I can hear an element of certainty in it. You are not an awful friend. You're one of the best friends I've ever had. Please don't feel bad. I can only imagine how difficult depression is to deal with, and I don't blame you in the slightest for the feeling the way you did. You have nothing to apologize for anything. If anything, it should be me. You? Of course not. Yuri, loneliness is a horrible thing to live with. I don't understand why you reached out to Ryan. Perhaps, but I was rather considerate about how I didn't think about the impact it would have on you. Especially as I suspected you had depression. None of you are in the wrong here, guys. This whole fiasco happened over a miscommunication, that's all. I just wanted to clear everything up, Yuri. You've always been a really good friend for the both of us. And I'm sorry that you felt I was ignoring you. I just couldn't tell you the truth because Sarah wasn't ready to tell you guys about her depression. It wasn't my call to make, although I can see why you saw it from a totally different perspective. So, everyone okay? We all share a smile, lightening the mood considerably. Good stuff, then. Man, really apologetic bunch, aren't we? I think the word sorry was said about, what, 7 times? Sayori and Yuri laugh softly. Anyway, I think it's time to go. Yeah, we'll walk you home, Yuri. Before Yuri can open her mouth to interject, I chime in. And also, I want to know which book it was you wanted to read with me. No clowns this time, please. Are demons any better? No. Chicken. Come on, let's go. I mean, I'm really glad we started the whole Yuri business out. I was afraid that might have snowballed into something a lot worse, especially after she didn't show up at lunch. Did it really make you feel like you couldn't see her? It's sort of me not... It's more on me for not communicating with you about it, I guess. Don't worry about it. Seriously. It's pretty much a given that we'd have obstacles to overcome as a couple, right? And I'd say all things considered, that went pretty well. Yeah, I guess so. But please just tell me if this problem comes again, okay? I hate thinking that I put you in such a difficult place. Will do. Yeah, I was thinking we should do something as a club again. You know, like we did for Halloween and Christmas. It's been almost 3 months since we did something together. What were you thinking? I was thinking that picking that would be really nice. I wanted to do it earlier, but it's been really cold. I don't think I was in the best place for it. Now we're getting into March. I've noticed it getting fairly warm, yeah. What about the girls tomorrow at lunch? I'm sure they'd say yes. Hey, remind me if I forget, okay? I'll do my best. Your footsteps coming from the hallway. Mom trails in, laughs at my hand. She smiles at us. Afternoon, you two. Good day at school? I grin at Sayori. Yeah, you could say that. Until the other girls about Sayori's expression, they were really supportive and understanding about it. That's excellent news. It's always nice when your friends are there for you. Unfortunately, I've got some bad news. We just got a new client and they're pushy, to say the least. I have to leave tomorrow morning. My pleas fell on deaf ears, sadly. Oh, really? I've only been here for a few days. I know. I wish I could stay for a little longer, but sadly it's out of my control. Bright side, I'll make you guys lots of food, so hopefully I won't have to hear about how you've been eating chocolate for lunch. I have chocolate for dinner, thank you very much. Mom rolls her eyes. Right, sarcastic comedian, isn't he? Choose your sides wisely, Sayori. What? It's always funny to put Sayori in an awkward situation even when it's just a joke. It's probably going to be some nasty karma waiting for me one day. But all things considered, I'll take my chances and enjoy the cheesing while I can. As the meeting passed by relatively uneventfully, after Sayori and I got home with some homework, we helped Mom pack up for her plate. So I flight tomorrow, so I'm going to head to bed now. Sayori, it's lovely to see you again, and I hope to see you again soon, okay? She embraces her. You too. Hopefully it won't be so long this time. Hopefully. Mom turns to me. Wake you up before I leave, don't worry. Alright, Mom, if you're turning in for the night, I'll walk Sayori home then. So now Sayori waves cheerily at her. As Sayori and I walk toward the front door, I whisper in her ear. As much as it sucks that she's leaving, having her around doesn't mean that we can spend the night together. But tomorrow she'll be gone. Why the fuck does she look like if she has a lazy eye? Oh, I see. The unexpected purr in her voice makes me shiver. Anyway, let's get you home. She looks like she had... I don't know if that was meant to look that way, but she looked like she had a lazy eye. It was very weird. And on that note, again, I like how we ended off on a sexier/lewd notes. Sayori's here. Okay, pause. First of all, we're actually going to pause and end the episode. Second of all, I'm going to jump right back in because I'm curious what's going on now. But with that, I'm going to end off this episode here. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more videos, subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss out on any videos. Most importantly, follow me in the description below, and I will see you guys next video or live stream of whatever I decide to make. Have a good day, everybody.